Those who used a computer at least once between 1990 and 2001. What was the most memorable computer game you played during that era? Why? There were a bunch of Sierra games that were like 4 floppy disks that my neighbor lent me. Police Quest, Gold Rush, King's Quest. I loved those games because they were really the first ones I played, and those neighbors were really nice. Doom was awesome. Very fond memories. Lemmings. It had amazing puzzles. Pinball. Dight-Call. Do I even need to explain? SimCity 2000 taught me everything I know about municipal government. Zoning, ordinances, bonds, taxes as incentives, disincentives, infrastructure, power plants blow up after 50 years. Age of Empires 2 Tort. Fuck, I'd play that game today if they made it for iPad. EverQuest is a close second. StarCraft and Warcraft are in there too. Worms House. So much fun. Commander Keen played it a ton. Duke Nukem 3'd. Doom and Quake also. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, and it's not even close. Command and Conquer Red Alert. And it's probably not even close, though the Marathon series were eye-opening, and were my introduction to hex-based editors to tweak gameplay physics. Math Blaster. My family didn't have a PC at that time. Most of my computer usage was at school. This was one of the few games they had besides the Windows games. I hated maths, but for some reason I was okay with it in this game. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? My son playing putt-putt. It was about a car. Mid-90s, he was 2 or 3. Personally, Heroes of Might and Magic. StarCraft. I'll still toss it in at least once a month and enjoy it. Descent Free Space. Both 1 and 2. Dual Voodoo Toes. And a Logitech Force feedback joystick. Great times. Edit. Some seem to be getting Descent Free Space mixed up with the previous regular Descent. 2 very different games, but both are equally awesome. Well, Oregon Trail for sure, lol. But there was this game I remember playing as a kid on my cousin's computer. Something along the lines of Dr. Spin? Spin? Doctor? I haven't been able to find it since. Zombinis was a good one too, lol. Duke Nukem 3D. I reached 3 in the case's internet gaming ladder, before the ladder went to shit. Dungeon Keeper. The Dark Mistresses left an indelible mark upon my subconscious mind. Myst. Wasn't the greatest game in the world, but by God, the fat 5-disc you needed. The puzzles that meant jack to you as a kid. That's just one of those games your uncles had, that you didn't quite play enough of it to get it, but was still game must be important. Mech Warriors. Star Controlled Seconded. If you know, you know. Chips Challenge. Kid Picks. Oil's Well. Oregon Trail and Number Munchers in elementary school. A bit before the request for me, but still accurate. Lemmings back in the day. Then we get into Escape Velocity, think Asteroids on Crack, Warcraft, and Bungie's original Marathon. I played Doom and Quake and Wolfenstein. I played Battletech. I enjoyed them all. For computers, those were my favorites. Civilization 2 Die. Any Sid Meier game, really. Master of Orion 2-1T. Golden Axe. Half-Life. Warcraft Sweetened. I still remember some of the cheat codes. It is a good day to die. Glittering prizes. Make it so. Black and White. Still yet to find another game like it. The Sims. Amazing for its time. Long before it became microtransaction hell. Man, AI wasn't always evil. Age of Empires. So many long nights doing multiplayer with that game. First multiplayer experience for me was AAE. Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, Monkey Island, Sam Max hit the road. The Incredible Machine. Age of Empires, or this underwater fish game I played in elementary school when I was done with all my work and others were still learning. Total Annihilation. It was early in the golden age of RTS games and had such incredible bullshit like Gatling artillery. The Heroes of Might and Magic series. Prince of Persia. Does Neopets count? Diablo 2 and T-Fighter. It was complex enough to really give the illusion of flying a spaceship. The plot story was also very well done. It gave the Empire a lot of depth. Still, my favorite Star Wars game. Road Rash 3. I thought it was wild fun to beat opposing bike racers with a chain. I loved King's Quest V. The whole series was good, but V was my favorite. XCOM was beyond cool to me. MechWarrior 2 on PC for me was the most mind-blowing experience when I was a kid. Wolfenstein 3DT. TDCA, T-Dynais, Damsadihade, Adekal, Apple, Killing Nazis. Quake 3 Arena. People are still playing it. Leisure Zoot Larry. Roller Coaster Tycoon. It taught me how to run a business as an 8-year-old. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Wing Commander 2. Amazing WW2 carrier battles in space, and it was awesome. That skiing game where the Yeti would eat you. Actually, all the older games that came preloaded on the system, they were just fun games. That's just something that doesn't exist anymore in its pure state. There's always a catch, some kind of monetization scheme. Back then it was, here's some games, have fun. Too Yum and Earl. Myst